So what is it kind of about the wide receiver position that you like the most, that you love coaching the most?
I think at the end of the day, there's so much detail and so much coaching that goes into that position.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody that hadn't played or hadn't coached it, it looks like you just run around, connect the dots, and catch the ball. But there's so many different little things that you can teach those guys, you know, from releases to route techniques to catch techniques. And the thing about these guys is they really bought into all that stuff. Like from day one, you know, when we got here as a new staff, talking to them about all those different things that they can do to become a better receiver, they just immediately bought in for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get groups that don't do that, but these guys did, and you can see it's paying off.
What's the difference in this past weekend? You were able to run the long ball. It's going to be a different pass rush this time.
Yeah.
A little more intense on the corners. How do you get those guys for?
Well, you just got to keep working and repping, and we put a lot into the long ball, going all the way back to higher ground. You know, we rep that a lot. I think it's one of Emory's strengths, number one. Sometimes it doesn't matter what kind of wideouts you have. If the quarterback doesn't have deep ball accuracy, you know, there's no use to do it. And then I think number two, it's we got wideouts, you know, that can run by and track the ball very well. So those two things together, you know, lend to being good throwing the ball deep. But this week, you know, totally different animal going up against, you know, corners with tons of experience, safeties with experience. We just got to rep it and build confidence, you know, throughout this week. I think that's another thing that we did really well. Two at higher ground leading up to the prep week for EKU was just confidence in the deep ball. You know, you look good in practice doing it, it's going to allow you to call it a few more times, you know, in the game. So build confidence throughout the week and just keep repping.
What do you know about Xavier Henderson from the time that you knew that you're about to almost got hit by the ball? It's all right. Obviously, Emory was here, and then suddenly Xavier was here, and there was a connection there. And, I have to think Emory politicked a little bit on it.
Yeah, you know, he obviously had spent some time with him before, but the thing obviously that stands out about Xavier is physical skills, his size, his ball skills. I think his ball skills were good. I think they've gotten even better, you know, since he's been here. And he's just a tireless worker. You know, he runs all day. He never gets tired. He never takes reps off. You never see a loaf. Very well-conditioned athlete, you know, and he can come out here and work all day, and you see that, and hard work pays off for guys.
People make such a big deal about who you lost, who they don't have, and they're only going to do this because they lost this. It didn't look like they did much homework on who you gained, because some of the guys you have, I mean, you're going to Pitt next week, but they played in the SEC,
That's
they
right.
played in the Big Ten, they played in the Big Ten.
Yeah. Well, the transfer portal has obviously changed everything, you know, and guys, you want guys that have played in those type environments and big games and have experience. That's the one thing we felt good about last week. You know, you never know game one what you're going to get. But the one thing that was kind of that security blanket for us as coaches is a lot of those guys had tons of experience and played in big environments. And, you know, they hadn't played together, but that was kind of a security blanket for us last week.
What do you remember about, like, your first time seeing Xavier Henderson, like, on the field when he got here? How long did it take you to realize, like, this kid might be pretty special?
Just his physical skills.
Okay.
You know, the length and the speed. You know, he's got a good stride on him. And the thing that was a little bit that I was unsure about was just the ball skills. You know, how good was his ball skills going to be? And they're good. And again, you know, like I said earlier, he works so hard, they just keep getting better.
D. Wiggins got in the end zone on one pass, but the unique thing is you had receivers catch passes, and they're all guys that you know, even Jackson with the last one, he did pretty good in
no
spring,
doubt.
and it's, I don't know. I mean, people have asked me, how was the receiver room compared to last year? I'm saying, I don't know that it's not better.
Yeah. Well, a lot of, again, they all work hard. They're all unselfish. they all like each other, care about each other. You know, sometimes a receiver group can be tough to coach, you know, but those guys, you know, no drama at all so far from those guys. They're fun to coach. They like each other. They like to work. And there's a lot of talent in that room, a lot of talent. And usually when you have talent and you got guys that are committed to getting a little bit better every day, you got something to work with there, and that's what we feel like we have.
How much does Emory Jones play a factor in that kind of unselfish thing where Coach Satterfield said he's not locked in on one guy, he's
Right.
locked in on whoever's open?
Yeah.
So how much does working with him having that mindset make your receivers better?
It's huge. I mean, you know, he's not locked in on one guy.
Yeah.
You know, one good thing about Emory, he's got a great football IQ. He's got a great demeanor for the position. You know, he's not one of these guys that's up here one play, down here the next, you know, just even keel, which is always what I look for in quarterbacks. I think that makes quarterbacks special, you know, that don't get rattled, because they're going to have bad plays, you know, and he doesn't get rattled. He sees the field very well, and like you're saying, he doesn't lock in on one guy. He sees the field so well, so you got to be ready at all times. The ball can be coming your way, and our guys know that. So they're anticipating, hey, I may get it any snap, because, you know, he's almost like the point guard. You know, you got to distribute the football, and he does a great job of that.
Do you think it'll be a pick your poison situation, or, you know, it's going to take it this week? It might be